Hey guys, Randy here with AT3 Tactical. Today we've got a little something different for you. I took a poll amongst the AR-15 owners, shooters, diehards here at AT3, and there's a handful or more of us, and I asked everyone what their top 5 essential, can't live without, absolute must AR-15 accessories that they'd consider slapping on a brand new AR-15 build or off-the-shelf AR. These aren't upgrades, these are top pieces of gear that the guys around here put on before putting a new AR-15 into their rotation. Let's see what they are. First and foremost, optics. They are not a part of the conversation today. Why? Because we all agree that none of us would take a rifle out to the range naked with no sights. So calling mission critical optics an accessory is kind of like calling your ammo an accessory. All right, here we go. The AT3 staff absolute must-have AR accessory. Number 1, extra magazines. Yes, with a resounding top priority around the office here, having more than one is priority number 1. I mean, the mag that you get with your off-the-shelf rifle, it's cool and all, and it'll get you started, but you're going to want more magazine. Travis mentioned that for him, he's looking at 4 or more extra AR mags when he had a new AR purchase. Granted, by now he's probably got a closet full, but those same 3 to 4 original Magpul P mags he got, they're still in service and probably will be for a long time. But is there a benefit to limiting yourself to a single 30 rounder or 10 for you brothers and sisters in those oppressed states? Maybe having to load after each mag dump might slow down the drain on your wallet, but you know, once you get past being accurate and proficient at marking hits, for most shooters, the next step is to work on being more proficient and expedient with reloads. Can't do that with a single mag, and hey, the best, most popular, and reliable AR-15 magazines out there today, typically under 20 to 25 bucks. If you're asking yourself, which are the magazines at the top of the best list, we have a video for you, best AR-15 magazines, link below, little card popping up here, hopefully, not only listing the best, but why and how they got there. Check her out sometime. Number 2 AR-15 accessory that these guys and myself, we can't live without is a solid sling. Wouldn't you know it, we've got a video on that as well. The full Magpul sling breakdown also below for you to check out. We've got a best AR-15 sling video coming soon, but for today, almost none of us here at AT3, we don't lug around our ARs without a sling of choice mounted on it. Bottom line, you need to haul this guy around the range, the field, the forest, the house, the neighborhood, when and if SHTF. Point is having both hands available and free for whatever you use both your hands for, while able to grab your rifle in a split second and engage if needed. It's valuable. The office's favorite sling around here probably has to go to the Magpul MS4, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of us change our tune once we get to part 2 of that upcoming best sling video, the field test. So keep an eye out for that one. We've made it to our number 3 AT3 top accessory that must be addressed on a new rifle. It's your go-to old trusty, super comfy extension of your shooting hand, pistol grips. Sure, your pistol grip could be considered an upgrade, but anything is better than that plain old basic A2 looking mamma jamma on some of the off-the-shelf rifles. And a vast majority of the shooting community, you guys, we all tend to think the same way. For me, I tend to always come back to the Magpul Mo Plus. It's rubberized, there's storage, it's always been comfortable for me to shoot with, but hey, maybe you don't have your go-to old trusty super comfy favorite pistol grip figured out yet. No problem at all. There's a theme happening here. We cover all the considerations for grip width, angle, texture, storage, mission set in episode 15. Should be popping up in a tiny little thing up here, and of course, I'll drop it below. Must have, can't live without an AR-15 accessory. Number 4, we're gonna give this one to weapon lights. I think about it like this. The Army says that the max effective range for your standard 14-inch 5.56 rifle is 500 to 600 meters in ideal conditions. But what about shooting at any other time that the sun is not shining on your shoulders? 500 to 600 meters, that's quite a ways out, where a weapon light is pretty far out of range from effectively lighting your target. But we all wound up agreeing that the majority of low-vis or night firing situations, 300 yards or shorter, is where most of the engagement will probably happen. And to that point, there are plenty of weapon lights that cast a tight and bright beam out to that distance. Actually, testing weapon lights is on our to-do list. We sort of got started on that path about this time last year. Check out our first attempt to develop a non-biased weapon light field test. We're trying to put some data behind lumens, candela, lux, beam angle. It'll get nerdy one day soon. Link, of course, will be below. Here's one that you might not have expected. Essential AR-15 accessory number 5. It's suppressors. Okay, maybe not the first, second, third, or fourth thing that you save your pennies up for on your rifle, but I'll tell you what, for things like muzzle flash, concussion, percussion, which most shooters are trying to mitigate with various muzzle devices or cartridge loads, the suppressor is king. We're talking more pleasant for your ear holes, more pleasant for your range neighbors' ear holes, and heck, it's even more pleasant for your, quote, enemy's ear holes who doesn't know where that whizzing bullet came from, wink. Oh, and I've never seen anyone crying or having a bad time behind a suppressed AR, so I think we could all agree here that there's a major fun factor here as well. All in all, if you're not hiding anything from three-letter acronym Big Brother agencies, you really should heavily consider a suppressor early. Mostly because right now, 2023, you likely won't get to touch it for almost a year after you finally decide. Best part for me is there's 4 calibers running off this one single AR-15 lower, meaning picking the right suppressor means I can fire all 4 calibers suppressed from a single can. And I gotta tell you that one of the office favorites around here is shooting this 9mm pistol caliber carbine PCC with a hush-hush can on it. If you didn't know that you could run a 9mm on your AR-15 lower, you sure can. I show you how to do it step by step right over here. You're only 3 tools, 7 parts away from shooting your Glock mags from your rifle and sidearm, much cheaper too.